Friends, family, fans of the golf world, your boy, the model maniac, and Curtin Cole, back at you for a last minute DFS pivots and ownership bad boy breakdown. Kurt, what's up?
What's up? I'm ready to get into it. I love how I like doing my stuff in the morning. So the fact that this starts at the perfect time, like that 9:30 tee off my time, Eastern time, is so perfect. I can kind of do my stuff in the morning and then do some last second building without like some eye burgers in my eyes. So ready to get after it. Another major. This is the first time doing this on a major, right? We did it for an elevated event last time.
Yeah, we did Charles. We did the Charles Schwab.
Charles Schwab. Okay. Yeah.
And
so major mojo with the model maniac.
The major mojo with the model maniac, with the gun show on the other side of the thing there. We've got ourselves some peaches and mangoes. We're feeling tropical and festive. It's a good day to be a seltzer on the Back Nine Bets podcast. And we're going to just break down some names. We're going to talk some boys. We're going to talk some numbers, see some ownership, find some pivots, because this is the week. I think with the ball on the ground as much as we're going to see, I think there's going to be some variability out there. So getting on the right side of the numbers this week is going to be important. How are you kind of approaching this week? I don't really know what your vibe is right now.
So I said it yesterday that I think the ownership is going to be so spread out that I think for the first time in a long time, I'm not really doing the ownership game as much as I usually do, actually. Like, I'm going to be conscious of overall ownership, but like I'm going to eat like more certain chalk than I usually do because it's a major. And I feel like the ownership's going to be so spread out. And there are a couple guys that I like that are just happen to be low owned, but it's not even really why I like them. It helps, but I'm going to be conscious of it. But if you hear me kind of giving out a more chalkier plays than what you're used to from me, that's why. That's how I am this week.
I mean, scooting all the way down to like 8,600, it's double-digit ownership all the way. So there's really nothing too crazy, but there are some 10s and 11s we can maybe get in our lineups to kind of create some leeway for ourselves. So let's get the big boy question out the way here. What are we doing with Scotty? I mean, we got to roll with the guy, right?
Yeah, what's his ownership? I'm about to pull it up now, but I have a challenge going on today with my mom. No cussing on the stream today.
Oh, your mom?
Yeah, she's been getting on to me. So I had to send her the link to prove it to her, but it's tough. Okay, it's really tough for me. And I got the speech today about it, and she was like, every other word. And I'm like, okay, Mom, I'm going to work on it. So that's the challenge we have going today. Now let's look at this ownership. Now I am personally doing Scotty. I'm way over on Scotty. 26%. I think it's too low. I think he should be like 40. I like the little putter change thing he got going on. Anything can be better than what he's got going already. So I am heavily invested in Scotty. I'm going to probably have 65%-ish this week.
I think so. I think you just got to roll with it. And what do you think of people like, it's a major. People like to play the cream of the crop because those are the guys that typically rise to the top. That's what cream does, and he is the cream. But there's a lot of just 80% cream, slightly still getting whipped up cream underneath that's slowly starting to rise. That's $9,000, $9,400, $8,800. So I think we're going to see some seriously balanced builds out there. And I think Scotty could potentially land up sneaking under some ownership that we're not quite expecting because that 6K range is a goddamn ghost town. It is.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad. So the problem with Scotty is he makes you go there unless you want to get super chalky with some 7K guys. But I do think, if you can get frisky in that 6K range and find a few gems, I'm always willing to pull the trigger on a few gems in the 6K. So we'll get there. But
I hope you have some that I don't have because I'm looking for some more because I actually, with how much I love Scotty, I'm naturally going to have one of those guys, just one, max of one. Yeah. And I keep switching off guys. I keep switching off guys in 6K range. I'm doing the same build and just swapping out the 6K guys. That's kind of how I'm doing it. So I'm hoping you can give me a couple more to kind of throw in the pool.
Bang. We will. We'll find a few gems. I got a $6,400 dude. I'm assuming you probably have him too, though. But we'll see how our 6Ks size up against each other. So John Rahm, he has been the short game. It's kind of left the building. Albus has left along with the short game. And John Rahm's left just bombing drives and hitting 7 irons to 6 feet. So I still think he's a solid, viable option, but he's not really peaking entering the week like Scotty is.
Yeah, I'm usually like a John. I got what was it? The tournament, the PGAs. I was all in on Rahm. I like the fact that it was going to play so hard. I feel like that was perfect for him. But I think with the birdies out there and with just the tee to green play from Scotty, it's. I mean, would I be surprised if Rahm comes out and like does very well? But I'm not feeling him this week, man. And you just got to trust your gut.
So you out on him.
Every single build, like I've not even came to him once, and I've built a lot of like rough draft teams.
Okay, I'm with you. It is interesting because
I'm not going to talk anyone off Rahm. Are you on Rahm this week?
I don't know. Like it's so hard. I haven't really freaking figured out where I'm going yet. I've been on a million different podcasts giving a million different opinions, but I mean, I feel like John Rahm's sub 20% has to be on your radar. I mean, this guy is he's so solid in majors. He's such a good long iron player. He's like one of the best in the world. And there are so many long irons on this course, dude. So we all know that the short game can come and go. Hopefully it comes back this week. Scotty's also, I mean, Jesus, if that putter shows up, boys, we're in for a treat, an absolute treat. So I don't know. I do feel like I'm leaning a little bit more Brooks than Rahm. I just feel like he's bringing in the heat, and I think you get $300 off, similar discount in ownership there, and then Cantley as well. I think I'm all aboard the Cantley train at 10-3. So I'm probably out on Rahm, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, how can I have all four of those guys in lineups? So Cantley, Brooksy, Scotty. I think Victor's going to grab some chalk there along with Rory. So I think those are my three guys at the top, kind of flirt and flat between the three, see where we go. So
I don't beginning of the week, I was like Monday, I was on Can't Wait. And then as the days have gone on, I've gotten less and less Can't Wait. I just don't like him this week. I mean, look who you're comparing him to. Like, look who you're comparing Patrick Cantlay to, dude. Those other guys are just in a different realm, different stratosphere, talent-wise. Now, could he win? Yes, obviously. Any of these guys at the top could win. But, like, you got to look at what you're comparing him to. And Cantlay just doesn't stack up to these other guys for me.
Okay. No, I'm with you. I can see it. I mean, the numbers don't lie. I mean, the guy's 28th in major strokes gained. So we're reeling in that department. But he's kind of
another top 10. Like, it's definitely possible. But the guy that's going to be winning is going to be a guy that I'm playing over him up here.
Okay. But do you think at this it's California golf, bro? Like there's, like it's not whatever.
But
it's not.
He has a small penis.
That is not a cuss word. So we can say small penis as much as we want on this.
He just doesn't have that killer mindset to me.
He's Viagra's loading, bro. Like he popped a pill at the Masters. He popped another one at the PGA. It's the blood flow starting to get rocking and rolling. I think we are. It's a terrible analogy, but this is the way that Canty's rocking and rolling. Yeah, I think by the time Sunday rolls around, could get a rock hard Canty, and the next thing we know, we in California and living the dream.
The slow play is going to fit his game. The slow play is naturally going to be this week.
Ball striking masterclass, band cross greens, like
anything. I mean, he's all around like good at everything. Like he just can't close, in my opinion. Often, as often as he should. He's in so many times where he is in situations where he should close and he doesn't.
I know.
That's the only issue. But that speaks to the level of player he is.
Exactly. He's in the mix too much to have not an event go his way.
Yeah.
And I think at the same ownership as Colin Morikawa and Max Homa, like I mean, this guy's been balling out, dude. So I'm all for it this week.
I think he might be someone that gets steamed up a little bit.
You think it's going to be
I think he gets close to 20.
To 20. Oh boy.
Let's say 18.
Okay. So then who's you taking it from?
Rory's going to come in. Rory's not getting 18. Rory's going to come in at like 13.
You think so?
Yes.
Dude, people love Rory at a $9,000 Rory.
Look, I've listened to so much and everyone's just shitting on Rory. Everyone's just shitting on him. And the thing is, even the fact that like people have like I've heard just like throw out the possibility of like a low on Rory, and there still wasn't much interest there. I mean, like unless it was drastically low, but still wasn't much interest there. I'm telling you, if he comes in above 15%, I'll be very surprised.
Oh boy, got some bold calls coming in here, because all I'm seeing is someone just sitting on his chair and saying, "Oh, he has a $9,900 Rory McIlroy. I'll just click that and off we go to the races." Like we'll start with Rory and throw in a Xander at the same time, and off we go.
That's like back in the day though, where people would do like a big, large group of people would do lines without looking at anything, and that's just not the case anymore. Like everyone's dissecting at least something, and I just think it's going to come. Like 4 years ago, I think the fact that it's Rory McIlroy below 10K would have him steamed up a little bit, but now it's just going to be the 12% who are just trying to get ownership, or 12 to 15ish.
Do you think the fact that it's a US Open and a major with milli makers and all that jazz brings in some more Joe Schmoes and they like a Rory McIlroy more?
Yeah, but even the Joe Schmoes are looking at something, and it's a U.S. Open. They know it's not Rory's best major. It's not as bad as the Masters, but it's not the Open. So okay. We'll see. I'm now you got me so excited to see what he's going to be.
I know. And you know what my favorite part about this show is tomorrow we're going to be watching and we're going to speak about some pivots or whatever, some low-owned guys, and then we're going to see him flash. And then it's going to be, oh, did I put enough of him in there? Did I even play him?
Siwoo. Last show we did.
Yes.
He's the first round leader.
Exactly it. So we'll find a Siwoo this week and see who that is and go from there. So, yeah. So, Rory, you're expecting to come in a little less than the projected 18% that we are seeing here right now, potentially in the 15s per my boy Kurt. Xander, you think he steams up into the 20s? I think that track record, California, he's going to be clickable at 96.
Yeah. I think I don't know where home was coming in at, or this is the next range. I think they're probably accurate, like 12 and 11 for Colin and Max. I still have not decided what I'm going to do with Max, so hopefully you can kind of. I'll be so mad all year. It's like we'll play Max at LACC. We'll play him there, play him there, and now it's like everyone's coming off him. So, what are you doing with Max?
I'm going to definitely play more Colin than Max, because if you take a look at what Colin's got up to, his last 3 majors has been T7, T. Like he's solid, bro. In majors, he's so solid. We're looking for an outlier, bad performance from Colin, for him to not pay off, and we're looking for an outlier good performance from Max in order to pay off, because he's hardly ever been. He hasn't cracked the top 10 in a major yet, dude. T13 at Southern Hills is his best crack. Everything else has been outside the top 40. He makes the cuts, and then he just melts down over the weekends. I have no idea what he gets up to in these majors, man. It's gross. It's very nasty stuff, but I'm all in on Colin. I just saw a video of him squatting like an old man.
I saw that.
Like taking a dump on the tee box to try and put his ball on the ground. And I don't know how I feel about that, but maybe more people see that, the more we play Colin. Let's go.
Back's messed up.
Single-digit ownership in Colin Morikawa in a major. That's when his short game shows up. He gains a quarter of a stroke putting and around the greens both. So half a stroke combined on average in majors. Colin Morikawa. You know what I'm saying?
He's in my core this week.
Let's go. Core Morikawa. That's how it is. So Morikawa is in the mix for sure. I'm not sure I'm going to play Max at all. I think I'm going to just go heavy on Colin. Know what you're getting, get the broken back out the way, whatever, figure it out.
Yeah. I think that helps the ownership kind of stay kind of down. Maybe it comes in like a 10-ish because of the back issues. People are scared to play him with the back.
Precautionary, he said. You can't tell me you can put a tee in the ground is going to flare your back up. I mean,
goddamn. Bending down and come up and get the spasm ooh.
I know. Washing the dishes does it to me, dude. It's that angle. It's like 5 degrees of bend. It's just the back can't handle it these days. It's so I guess a tee, but also I've put a fair share of tees in ground before and I'm just fine. So he needs to get it. He needs to nut up. Spieth and Cam Smith. I think Smith is going to come in mega chalk, bro. Mega chalk.
Steamed up. Was he a 60? Oh God, he's getting steamed up like crazy. That's crazy for how important off the tee is too. Everyone doesn't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got so fun to play Cam Smith though.
He's so fun to play.
I love him.
He's the best, dude. He is the best.
So fun to watch too.
So what are we doing? Are we just gonna eat it and just play it because it's fun and it's Cam?
The thing is, for 150, like committing 30% with a guy who just does not fit this course very well as far as off the tee goes, it's very scary. TBD, I will say I'm a lot lower on Jordan Spieth though. I don't like Jordan much this week. Not a Spieth guy.
Why? Just you're not a Spieth guy, or is there a certain reason?
Based off what I know the stats look great, but just from what I've watched, it's like I would rather save and go down to this very, very low owned 8K range, or just go up a little bit and get guys like Morikawa, who I think is a much better ball striker. Don't know if the stats show that it's that much more better, but in my heart and my eyes tell me that it's a lot better. Xander, you can just go up more and get I'm just not a big Spieth guy this week. What's he sending out? I mean, magic beans. Fuck his magic beans. Oh gosh. Oh, so close, man.
If your mom's not watching the live stream, we'll have to edit. I don't know if I can. We'll figure it out.
It always happens. It's definitely a lock to happen every time I'm talking crap about someone I don't like too.
The magic beans got you. See, that's the thing about magic beans, bro. You never hate on the magic beans. Can't hate on them.
But
16 minutes and there we were.
Not big on Spieth. Are you in on Spieth this week?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to be in on him.
Why? What's the case for you then of why I know Spieth?
Long iron play. I don't think he's a really good long iron player. There's going to be so many long irons this week. And I've got a sneaky feeling, and I'm going to play a few lineups this way and pretend that this course gets to minus 15.
So on the show last night, I said that there's going to be some double bogeys out there, some big scores, but the guys who are on that day are going to post low numbers though. Like on the courses that are there's some courses that you can really attack, and when they attack them, they're going to put up good scores and they avoid the doubles and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You can put up a low number. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a 6 under round, to be honest, like 6, 7 under, and maybe even a couple of those.
Exactly, dude. If you shoot 60, what is it? A par 70. So is it a par 70? Whatever it is. But yeah, 6 under, 6 under, 6 under, 2 under, 4 under, whatever. Yeah. Off you go. There you're sitting 15-ish, that's very easily capable with, especially with these guys ball striking and whatnot. So I don't know, man. There's a lot of wedges. Like 6 of the holes are going to have a flip wedge in to some degree. These guys are freaking dialed with wedges, dude. Like they're going to knock them.
The last 3 tournaments.
Yeah.
They've been wedge fest.
Exactly. So we're going to see them do their thing, and they're so good with the long irons too. So they'll make birdies on those par 3s, even though they're long. And, there'll be someone that gets hot with the putter, because a putter can also just derail a difficult golf course. Get the ball on the green and off you go.
I saw something today where it's like, I think on one of the long par 3s, Eric Cole put within 15 feet. I mean, 15 feet is not a very makeable putt, but there's still like a 35% chance tour average there. So people there's going to be some random birdies on those like long par 3s.
And there'll be someone
par saves.
Yeah, exactly. There'll be people that gain strokes putting, and those 33% average putts will be 50% that week. And that's just how it goes. So I'm all in. I think definitely going to play a few lineups that are birdie friendly, and guys like Cam Smith will be in those kind of lineups, because I think.
And we know one in the 7K range, which is a birdie guy too. We'll talk about him later.
Yes, I think I'm eyeing him out right now. He's $7,600.
Yep.
So that'll be fun when we get there. But until we get to that $7,600 golfer, we are going to go to Tyrrell Hatton, Tony Finau, Justin Thomas, Hideki. So this is like kind of there's 3 guys here that seem that they could be pivots, and then Tyrrell's the chalk squad. Mm-hmm. I'm rolling with Tyrrell, because if that thick rough is on the side of the fairways, he's driving it dialed right now, dude.
Yeah.
And he's so good out of rough. The way he swings out of rough, his numbers out of the rough are great.
That's one of the chalk guys I'll be eating this week.
Yeah.
Normally, previous Kurt would say, "Ooh, 20% is just way more than anyone else in this range. There's no way I'm playing Terrell Hatton." But I've also watched how he's been playing lately, and I will make the proper pivots with the rest of my lineup, and I'll play Terrell Hatton.
Tyrrell and Collins. There we go. That's a diluting.
And avoid like the 7-5 range. Like this right there, boom, you're different enough. So you're fine.
Exactly. That's exactly how I'm going to roll with it too. I think I'm all in on Tyrrell. I am out on Tony the Tiger that doesn't know how to step off his tail right now on the putting greens. What's happened, bro? Like that, it's just got bad. Like disastrous.
Mexico wasn't even that long ago. Is the crazy thing. Like
I know. It's four starts ago.
Yeah, he kind of. I'll tell you what. When he hits a bad drive, it's pretty bad though. It's very bad. So his doubles avoided rating is not very great.
No,
for an elite guy.
Yeah, I saw a Golf Digest article about Tony. He's like, how to avoid the slice. And then I instantly thought about the PGA Championship and Tony just hacking from out of the trees in the cabbage the whole freaking tournament, dude. Every single time we saw Tony, he's just in the bushes on the right-hand side. It was just such a funny article because I'd watched enough golf to know that was a complete and utter lie. Tony did not listen to his own Golf Digest article. So, JT, I think JT could land up. Do you think he sneaks into the single figures, dude?
It's tempting. If I see where it's trending comes like tomorrow morning, because I'll be up early doing lineups, it's really hard for me not to get a couple of shares. I mean, just I can play like 18%, or I can play like 15% and almost at double the field. What's 15% JT gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna hurt nobody.
At salary average, basically, too.
Yeah.
You know, like
just get top 20, just get top 25. Like, hey, Justin Thomas, just go get top 25. That's all I need.
Exactly. So, and we'll see, dude. You never know what he gets up to. I mean, Augusta, that was bad.
He's looked so bad lately.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm all in on JT on Rainmakers because just how bad he's playing and his price has got ridiculously low.
Has it really? What's his rare and elites at?
His rare's like $35 right now.
Wow.
Or at least it was to start the week. I'm not sure if it's gone up or down a little bit. It's like I remember he was $200 and something at the Valspar.
That is insane.
It's ridiculous how his game is just like crumbled, man. So, and he's playing at the Rocket Mortgage, so he'll be top notch over there.
Wow, is he really?
And Colin is also. I just realized that too. So,
wasn't it just Tony last year? It was just Tony at the Rocket Mortgage last year, wasn't it?
No, it's two brand new names. So,
but last year at Rocket Mortgage, it was Finau and that's it, right?
That's it. Yeah. So Finau's going to be trying to defend and he can't putt. So
it's going to be Finau. Oh wow, it's good for them, man. Good for Detroit. I think it's up in Detroit, right?
Yep. So
good for
Motor City. Yeah, bringing some big engines to the squad. So
I like that.
Yeah, but you never know. Colin could have a broken back by then. Who the heck knows? So what are you doing with a decky? Let's talk about a decky. Does he give you enough upside for 12, 13, 14% ownership?
Do you want to hear this is going to sound really novice, but the reason why I'm not playing Decky this week, because he's been playing so well. Like, I know the wheels are going to fall off at some point with Hideki. He's going to get hurt, or his neck's going to start hurting. Like, he's been playing so well. People are probably, I think he gets steamed out to like 15%, and I will not play. In fact, I'd rather play Hideki when he's playing bad.
Yes.
I've been on the last couple of tournaments. It's been nice. No, I'm not playing Hideki. I think some random injury will happen or something.
I was looking at his strokes gain stuff. In the last 12, it's great. But in the last 12 starts, 1 in every 3 start, he's losing an average of 1.25 strokes putting in an event. Yeah. So he'll clock up like -5 strokes putting every third event. And he just gained at the Memorial. So the law of averages is a 50-50 shot. The guy just implodes on the greens this week. And he's on new greens. I don't know if he's played them that much. Bent grass is not his thing. I'm out on Decky. People can have.
Get teams up. Hopefully, he gets teams up even more.
I think he will be. I've heard his name a lot.
Yeah,
the ball striking's fine, but that putter is the ultimate nullifier. It's like just a caution wet sign, baby. Yeah, you're gonna slip in a can of beans there before you know it. So, I'd rather play some Shane Lowry, who's basically the same as Decky. Yeah, you know me. I'm a big Shane Lowry hater because he's always just walking around and his teeth are just always like He's just reminds me of that Wild Hogs when the guys get to the final destination and there's just like bugs in their teeth because they've been smiling the whole time.
Oh.
How's Shane just not got stuff in his teeth all the time? Because it's the lip, it doesn't even have lips.
You're playing some Shane Lowry.
I am. Tough golf course. You know, he's going to be in the tough narrative lineups because he ain't going to be making birdies enough to get to -12.
But his doubles avoided is so bad. That guy finds doubles like it's his job.
I'll take it. I'll take that chance at peanuts.
So, yeah, I mean,
7%,
so
whatever.
You can play like 10% and be over.
Yeah. Shoot. So I'm in on Shane. I'm out on Sanjay, even at that ownership. Majors, Sanjay, shit. I can swear we won one now. Sorry, Mom.
I know I said this to this. I think I said this to Charles Schwab, but Sanjay cannot miss another cut. It ain't happening.
And since then, he's just been on a flippin' tear, dude. He's just been terrible.
Oh my gosh! Like, there's no. I am actually in on my Sanjay is your Lowry.
Oh,
same ownership,
same concept. Yeah,
I think Sanjay's a better player than Shane Lowry. First off,
not in majors.
Not in majors. Not historically. No, but this week he will be.
We'll go. We'll see. We'll put a case of beer on for when we see each other for the first time.
Deal.
We'll have a case on that.
Talk about a battle of the R words.
Yeah.
Shane Lowry versus Sanjay. The pity fight, bro.
The battle of the 7%ers. Oh God, that's going to be fun. So we'll see what happens. But I'll play Sanjay before I play DJ. That's for sure.
Whoa.
Yeah, I am way out. I got a Justin Rose matchup over DJ. I don't think DJ is going to do diddly squat this week, boy.
Why?
Have you seen how he's been playing? He's been playing bad. What's going to change? He just sucks right now. He's got zero enthusiasm, dude.
It's
zero
talent at 8,300. The thing is, like, look how good before the stupid lighting thing happened and he got that bogey at the PGA. Like, he was playing good, and that just messed up his whole like feng shui. I feel like,
and
I think it's back.
Okay, you and whoever else, the whole gang, the whole double-digit gang can have
Only
DJ
11.
who hasn't, outside of that one little luck box win in Tulsa.
If 8,300 DJ Dustin Johnson gets like 17th though, like, will you be like, oh, probably should have played Dustin Johnson? Like, you know, the scoring, he's gonna score well if he gets 17th. Like, as far as DraftKings, he can end up being like a top 15 scorer and get 17th. Like,
you see what my concern is? This doesn't seem like a ball striker's paradise. It seems like somebody that has to get frisky around the greens. The short game for DJ is non-existent right now.
Those greens are gigantic though.
I know. It means he's just going to be three jacking. Like he's. I
What
don't know.
is lag putting stats? I mean, is that what you're saying? The lag putting stats?
Lag. I don't know what he's. I mean, what the hell? I don't look at it. This is eye test stuff. Like just watching DJ, I just feel like every time you see him, he's missing.
Well, just know if he does bad, that I'll be hurting financially.
Okay. So then you better be hoping that Sanjay's kicking Shane Lowry's ass. Okay. So cool. You've got DJ. I'm out. Sam Burns, 5%. I'm out. Can't around the greens. It's an ambush of strokes gained. It's just might as well just wipe your ass with $100 bills. So out on Sam, in on J Day. I like J Day.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
I don't see his number going more north.
It's gonna go lower. It's gonna go lower.
Out on Cameron Young.
He's so bad. Like he needs. I think honestly, I think at this point he needs the off season. Like
and a new caddy. Get rid of that guy.
Yeah, like, if y'all are fighting like that, like that's such bad mojo. I hope that something changes because I enjoy watching him play. Like, you know, when someone can drive like that, when their other game is just halfway decent, it makes him very electric to watch. So if he comes out and stomps on my throat, I'll kind of low key enjoy watching it. So it won't be that bad.
Yeah. And dude, Sam Burns broke Cam Young because he was at the match play. He was just
on the match play.
He was just cooking. Like couldn't miss a putt. Is
that when it stopped at like 15, right? Cameron Young was like, meh. Yeah, and then he got the Cardinals left.
I'm done.
They had the camera following him.
I just shot 100 under par and I lost. So this week, like played 6-7 rounds of golf at averaging some ridiculous amount of birdies per round and couldn't get home. So crashed his car into the gate once he got home, and that was all she wrote. It's never been the same since. So I'm out on that. I'm out on Tommy Fleetwood, who's also crashed his car into the gate far too many times when he's in contention. You see, he's now ahead of Louis in all-time can't close stat.
I think this might be my first ownership fade. And not to mention, I bet 2 guys last week. I'm sorry, I bet 3 guys last week, and one of them was Fleetwood. So,
oh god,
I was so mad. I was texting my dad, like just cussing up a storm, like this freaking guy, man. It's so hurtful. But I was fully prepared to go back to him. Like, okay, yeah, he can't win, but he's still 7,700. He can do what Tommy does, get top 15, stuff like that. But then I see the ownership, and I'm just like, there's some win equity in this range. And if I know Tommy, now it's not likely that you guys remember, but I feel like there's guys in this range or lower who I think have a better chance to close than what Tommy would. So therefore, why would I play Tommy at the inflated ownership?
Exactly. He's not that kind of a guy. You're
not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
He's not that guy. 2 flared out irons on 18. I mean, the fact that they had to keep playing that hole over and over, he never had the right club to get off the tee box with. It's just oh my God, it's just couldn't get out of neutral.
I hate defending Dan Rappaport, but the fact that the caddy was coming back at Dan about the decision, well, you weren't out there. You weren't, bro. Get that ball and send that thing to the moon. Send it to the grandstand. Like, what are you doing? You weren't out there. Where were you? You weren't playing. Were you in that lie? Buddy, I don't have to be. Send that thing to freaking Afghanistan. What are you doing? Like that. I wish the caddy was right here. I would say it to his face. I played golf for 1.5 years, buddy. I don't care. You made the wrong decision. Won't you own it, you scumbag? You're a scumbag. Yeah, that caddy. I don't know where. I hope someone clip this and DM this to him. You're a scumbag and you were wrong and you know it. Tommy would have won the freaking tournament and I would have won money, scumbag. Pizza beep and you beep, 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 beep. Oh, gosh. Yeah. I hate to be the Dan Rappaport synthesizer, but Dan, you were actually right with that one.
It's the one outlier thing that I can agree with on Dan, too. I'm not a fan of that.
Right,
guy.
Yeah.
Holy cow. But yeah, that caddy.
For that reason, I'm not on Tommy. For that reason, I'll pass.
And for that reason, I'm out. I'm right there with you. Corey Connors, Tom Kim, Justin Rose. I'm all in on Rosie. I think he's the kind of guy you play chalk on. Lord knows that's going to end badly, but the form is so solid outside of that 8th hole. You got a problem with your guy. My boy's sitting on the 8th tee box, second in the field with 10 holes to go and an easy back 9.
Imploded, bro. Just
juices an iron. He's the best iron player outside of Mark Hubbard in the field. Takes an iron off the tee and then drills it into the river. Lost ball, re-tee, never made a birdie until the final hole of the round. It was just
they stopped showing him after that, and I had him in showdown. I was falling on a shot tracker. I was like, this. I did not expect this Sunday, but so far on my builds, I've not gotten to him, but I do like Rose this week a lot, and it's a guy that I don't care to play the chalk on.
Yeah, no.
Maybe not do like Rose and Hatton lineups together. What do you think about that? Like not doing that. I don't like those together, especially at the ownership.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be fat. But
that feels like 2 of the top 5 chalkiest guys.
But also at the same time, dude, you're getting massive value there at 89.77.
That's true.
For those 2 guys. If you throw Sahith in there with them,
yeah,
it's
and then maybe
you go. Tell me about Sahith. Is he the guy you were talking about at 76?
So it's just the doubles avoided is very bad, yes. But the birdie upside, if we play kind of how we have a feeling this course will play, first of all, I think the ownership will be a little bit lower on him because I feel like he's kind of been meh lately when people have been going to him. He's a birdie getter, man. The birdie's opportunity, all those stats, like he's up there. I don't even know where to hit this from. I don't think it's from California, but for 7,600 for a guy that can make that many birdies, I will definitely take a shot on for sure. Also like Neiman in this range. 6% Neiman. Why do I love this guy so much? Like you got to talk me off before I have way too much of Neiman.
I have Neiman in our Model Combat article that me and Spencer do, and Neiman is Spencer's guy. And I said, he's a one-kick
I
pony.
like Spencer.
One-kick pony, bro, off the tee. That's all he's got. The putter comes and goes. His iron play has been crap. Hot garbage, dude. And he's not technically the best scrambler in the world. So if with irons like that going to a course like this, with fescue around the greens and crap like that, dude, I don't trust him at all. I don't trust him.
What Mito? I know we're skipping a lot of guys, but
yeah, Mito,
Chileans.
But before we get there, where's Sahith from? Like 15 minutes down the road. He's played this course like 30 times.
No way.
There's a Sirius XM interview with him on it. He says he's played this golf course multiple times. It suits his game because it's relieving off the tee, and he's a field player, and this golf course encourages that kind of golf.
The golf might be going to the core.
He has to be.
Yeah,
he has to be at this price. But also, dude, he was supposed to be mid-teens ownership at RBC Canadian. Next thing, the guy's rolling in at 25% ownership. So I wouldn't be surprised if he sneaks out of the single digits. But at the same time, I still think you're getting some good value. He's not going to go 17% rows kind of thing, but it's going to probably go up. He always just does that. People like him. But you never know if they get scared of this rough with his tee game. I don't know. But birdie scorer, like you said, home game. This guy, especially if you're a bad driver going to a golf course you feel comfortable on, that can only help.
That's true. Yeah, he knows where definitely not to go. He knows where he can kind of be a little bit riskier and where he definitely needs to be very, very careful. That's kind of key. I think I don't know if any Run Pure members are in here, but I just went and updated my core, and Thigala just made the list. You've made the list in a good way.
I love it. Mito, dude, guy's balling out, 72 smacks. He's going to be very chalky, but it's also like, I think he's designed for majors, man. He's just one of those guys, like, where when he gets in the mix, he is. It's the bit between his teeth, man. But I don't know,
like Hoagie being 1% right below him, and with Hoagie's approach numbers, with how Hoagie's done these elevated events, these majors. I think what is a half a stroke gain for all the majors, like the last 8 majors for Tom Hoagie's been in. That's kind of big, and no one cares about that. No one cares that he's an elite iron player. No one cares he's done good in the majors. 1% right below Mito at 13%. That's why we do this pivot show. Obviously Hoagie's a lot more risky, but 1% to 13% with a guy with come on,
1%.
Oh, that's a good Mito fade. A good Mito pivot. And that's coming from someone who loves Mito this week.
Yeah. Dude, Tom Hoagie leads this field in good shot percentage, weighted. So prorated across all the different proximity buckets, how I thought it's going to be. He gains over half a stroke. He hits it dead stiff. Half a stroke on one approach shot. More than Scott. Dude, and his distance is crap. The accuracy is there. And if you take a look at his around the green stats, crappy normal events, 28th in majors. That's his biggest issue. It's like he's a major guy.
And no one's even. I've not heard Hoagie's name mentioned this week. I swear to God, I'm not. And I've listened to almost everything out there. Yes. Not even heard it mentioned.
It's the week. You grab him at 1%. You play him in 10% of your lineups. You take the chance. He's played well in majors.
He's also pivot off chalky Denny McCarthy, who I hate this week.
Yeah, exactly. He's right there just for the taking. So, another nice pivot in this range that I want to mention is Taylor Moore.
Oh yeah, people used to love him. I've actually not got to Taylor Moore. Where's he at?
He's missed $7,400. He's missed 2 cuts in the last 13 starts. The last cut he missed was his last start. After you could see he was just in his head at the PGA. Remember, he was boomeranging that driver on that tee box.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh yeah.
And then the Memorial, he missed the Charles Schwab he missed, and then WD from the Memorial because I think he needed to just chill.
Yeah.
Take a time out, and I think he's recuperated, recovered, taking a break. Major time now. Let's go.
It's a good pivot. That's a really good pivot in this range. This is a chalky range, and those are two good pivots. Taylor Moore and Tom Hoagie. I really like that.
Those are 2% and 1% right there, folks.
It's because, I mean, look at like Bryson, 16, Ricky, like 20, and then you got the three guys below them, like over 12. I mean,
okay, Cody, got Bryson, Ricky, Wyndham, and Adam Scott, all sitting 14 to 19%.
I'm a Bryson slut.
You gotta pick one of these guys. One of these guys is going to play well.
Wendy C is not going to be 14. Wendy C is getting steamed down.
Down. Okay.
Ricky and Bryson, Patrick Reed, Scott, all getting steamed up. Wendy C is trending down.
Okay.
Thoughts?
I'm down. I'm down with the Wendy C down.
Is that the vibe you're getting though? Do you feel like he's trending down? The other guys are trending up?
I mean, the thing is with him amongst, they're all the same price, basically.
And the other guys have way more name value.
Exactly.
Like Bryson used to be all those guys used to be like 9K, 10K guys, whereas Wendy is usually never like 10K. So he's gonna get steamed down. I love Wendy C and I love Bryson in this range, but Wendy C is not going to be as high owned as what people think.
Yeah, because I mean, Scott came in one of the highest owned guys at the Memorial,
and people were loving him again this week. I think not as much, but they're definitely loving him.
Same price.
I'm not playing Scott, but I don't mind Scott. Are you playing him?
No, I think, dude, if you have a bad approach play at this venue, you're going to be scrambling your ass off out of this crap. There's stuff around these greens, like there's tight lies and there's also fescue, like nasty stuff in these bunkers. Like that's where these doubles are going to come from, is just being up against the lip in a bunker if you've missed the green in the wrong spot. Adam Scott's approach play is kind of bad. So he's going to have to figure it out because, the rest of his game is dialed. But if that derails him early in the rounds, he could miss the cut very easily. So, and
I like what Bryson said about how he's so close to being dialed again with the irons, and I'm a sucker. I just can't help it. I'm gonna have a lot of Bryson. I'm a Bryson slut.
I'm not gonna try and talk you off of Bryson. I think he's slimmed down for you now. Fat Kurt, skinny Kurt, muscular Kurt.
Yeah, hey,
he's yeah, exactly. So. I can see.
Who do you like in this range? Who is your guy in this range?
I like Reed and Clark and Taylor Moore.
I really like Reed too.
Yeah, I like Reed. He's just going to do his thing, just finish inside the top 20 again. This course probably suits him better than Oak Hill anyway, and I think he's going to play some good golf. He's everyone's villain. That ownership for Reed, although it's up in the 10, 11 range, people don't like him.
Scrambling is elite, man. His scrambling's so elite. It's a good course fit for him.
Yeah.
So who would be your? You don't have to. I feel like you're gonna hurt my feelings here, but don't mind it. I guess for me, my strongest hard pass no guy would be Adam Scott. Who is your hard pass no guy in this range?
It's Bryson.
I knew it.
The BetSperch part I did earlier today did that. They clipped the scene where I compared him to a calculator and Reed to a canvas. So
yeah,
that's
very spot on.
You can't walk around this golf course with a clunky big button calculator, buddy. You need a nice little.
I saw someone say you gotta be an athlete. You can't be a nerd.
Athlete he is, but also he's the president of the chess club. So he's just on the athletic squad. He's not.
He's team nerd though. He made but he's team nerd. He's been team nerd from the jump.
Yeah, and also, dude, I don't know. How much do you think distance is going to really crush around this course? Do you think it's Oak Hill, dude? He's one of the longest hitters on tour. Easily, still Skinny Bryson still jacks it out there. That was big time stuff. This week, I don't know about distance, man.
I don't really think it's so much about. It's definitely not going to hurt him, but I think he might shock us with his irons this week. That's why I like him.
Okay,
not shock us. He's getting freaking heavy ownership, but I guess shock myself enough to where I'm willing to bite this ownership for Bryson. I think he's surprised and has a spike week with the irons.
Dude, I know multiple people that are liking Bryson this week, so you're not alone. I think I'm obviously. He's sitting at freaking almost close to 20%, so 16, whatever. God. People like him. I get it. I'm out, you know. And then the second guy is Ricky. You cannot be that bad of a putter in majors and be 20% ownership. I'm sorry.
Insane. His price is insane. I'm not playing.
So those are my two definite fades. That's why I'm so comfortable playing Rose, because to me, he's just so solid. And these are clips that are just going to come back to haunt me. But Rose just over Ricky and Bryson just feel a little safer, you know.
I didn't realize Siwoo was getting so much steam.
Dude, I know. He's
long
irons, cruising on the ball striking front around the tee to green. People love tee to green stats.
Yeah.
So he's right up there with that. A little sneaky play, I don't mind. I always mention him, Seamus Power, bro. The around the green play for him has been very bad lately, but he's also taken some time off. I like him in majors.
He's pretty solid.
2%.
2%, yeah. I'd rather play Kelly Keith Mitchell, 3%.
Ooh, yes.
Kelly Keith.
I mean, dude.
I don't think he's shown up in majors yet, though.
But also the driver, you know, like that's the thing. It takes out so much problems. Like it solves so much other crap. It's just out of the way. Like the big doubles are out of the way for the most part off the tee for him. It's like safe. So
I like him with the ownership right there.
Yeah. Someone I don't mind eating a bit on is Eric Cole at 7 flat.
I think I thought that would be kind of low. I thought it was going to be like 5%. Just because there's so many guys in this range. There's going to be guys who, it's hurting my head thinking about the guys who are going to be steamed down.
Dude,
I love Eric Cole.
This range is nuts. Like to see 19, 14, 11, 14 all sitting at $7,500 ownership. That is just insane. It's insane to think about. I'm not sure what to do with all that nonsense, but anyway.
2 more names in this range. I actually will play 2% Chris Kirk. There's been Masters comparisons. Who plays good at the Masters? Chris Kirk, 2%. Are you on Chris Kirk this week?
Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
Dude,
nice.
Strokes gain total in majors, 22nd in the field, Chris Kirk. Like, let's go. Like, sign us up. His game. Hits that ropey draw. Michael Kim's tweet said, this course is going to favor the drawers of the golf ball into those left to right canvassing fairways. Chris Kirk hits that roper. He's so tidy around the greens. Bogey avoidance is great. His 3-putt avoidance is money. Plays great in majors. Chris Kirk, 2%, bro. That's the easiest decision you're going to make in this range at the bottom. Yeah, like simple stuff. Simple play. What's the other guy?
I mean, I'm talking Russell Henley. Not too much, but for single entry stuff, I really like him. It's a great long iron player. Been putting better than what he usually does, and also, like I'll say, for those guys that traditionally don't putt that great, the lightning fast greens definitely help that, which is why I'll see some of these guys who putt bad do better in majors. And for me, who just started playing golf, I know I love lightning fast greens. I prefer them. So Russell Henley coming in right now at double-digit ownership, but not too much for a chance. Maybe he gets 9%, but I'll play some Russell Henley.
Dude, first in accuracy off the tee, third in poor shot avoidance. So safe off the tee, on the green, not losing more than half a stroke on a single approach shot. Like safe, bad shots from Russell Henley. Like that's exactly what you're looking for at this golf course if it's going to play difficult. So, all right, 7K behind us. We'll leave Emiliano Grillo on the cusp of maybe playing him in some lineups because the ball striking is just magnificent.
Yep.
Coming off that Charles Schwabe win, we probably spoke about. I mean, we would have loved. I had a bit of a Grillo.
I played Grillo. The week he won, I had him.
Yeah.
I had a good bit of Grillo.
All right.
Well, that was what we did together. We definitely talked about Grillo.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I could go back and watch.
We go back. I think that would be a good time. $6,900. Patrick Rogers, Matt Kuchar. Boom, boom. I'm in on both of them.
Yeah, Kuchar. Long irons are so bad for Kuchar, man.
They are.
But the doubles avoided and the other stuff is good.
Matt Kuchar is the best scrambler in the field.
But what if it plays like the 50? I guess don't put him in the lineups where you think the birdies will be had. So kind of put Kuchar in the lineups where you think it plays a little tougher.
And I'll be honest with you. I think it plays tough. I'm going to play about 15 to 20% of my lineups on the opposite side, because I think that is the contrary, like that's ultra contrarian. It's very unlikely that is the case, but if it does happen, Cooch will never find himself in a lineup like that. But these par fives kind of remind me of a situation where they're not going to be reachable in two shotters. That fits Cooch's game perfectly, dude. He's top 10 in bogey avoidance and par five scoring.
Touche.
Seventh in the field for both. Par five scoring. And these guys are hitting 5 woods off the tee on par fives.
I saw
you know what I'm saying?
That in the practice round. You saw the video of Rom taking the. That's wild to me.
That suits Cooch's game so well on a par five, because he's going to hit driver.
To see Rom taking a 5-iron off at par 5, it felt so icky to watch.
Yeah, but also I think didn't he hit the green 5 wood. I mean, that's just flex city right there. So
he crushed it too. So
yeah. So and people don't like Cooch. It's like Patrick Reed, but the same equivalent. Like, he's not a villain, but people just don't like to play him. He's old. He's
Patrick Rogers.
Yeah, dude.
I think
Patrick Rogers, 25th in major strokes gained, $6,900. He's only played in, I think, he's definitely played in like 4 US Opens. He's made 3 of those cuts.
He's just not playing the Masters. I don't think he's playing the Open either.
And the PGA. So he's played in the two ones that we're going to pretty much want to equate this to.
Yeah.
I think Rogers, bro, $6,900. He's not chalk. That's when you get off that guy. He's so clutch in majors for a very unclutch individual. He clutches up in the big events, which is very, very weird.
Oh, Hayden Buckley.
No.
Why?
I know. I love him. He's around, dude. I've watched him just nuke rounds. Nuke factory, implosion, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, whatever you want to call it. Hayden Buckley. He is very bad.
I'll take Hayden Buckley out of the pool, but it got off the tee is the putting.
The putting is so good. It's so the thing is, bro, you can have a dog with 3 amazing legs, but if there's one little dangling dildo that just trips you up all the time, that's going to be what it's this sloppy leg that just gets in the way of all the others that are doing good things. It's
Adam had one.
Sure.
That's who I play with Buckley. Yeah, I've got had him in a couple times already.
Yep.
And then from there, I think I have Kitayama, and I have interest in Moronk.
Okay.
And that's it for the high 6Ks. What about you?
I got Adam Schenk.
I can't play Schenk.
He's also around the green, not so hot, but everything else is so solid lately.
He's been playing very well.
Yeah, so well. Also, wasn't he a late entrant to the week?
Yeah.
Usually the ownership on those kind of guys like Grillo, Schenk, all of the pre-existing contents that out there don't have those guys in it. This is why you tune into the Pivot Show on a Wednesday night with Curtin Core and the Model Maniac. And then Andrew Putnam, bro. He doesn't have the muscles that you got, but he's sure as hell a surgeon around the greens.
Those are when I listed out. When I listed out my range of 6K guys, I was talking to a sharp individual, and I left out 2 guys, and it was Schenk and Putt. I mean, I was conscious of them. I'm just not the biggest Schenk and Putnam guy, so I didn't list them. Then he kind of made it aware, probably want to throw Schenk and Putnam in there. So I'm glad you kind of brought them up for the people. But some people just don't play, and then those 2 just don't play. But I completely understand them down here. It's perfectly fine.
And I think that's the same with me with Moronk and Hadwin.
See, I play Moronk.
And also, they're not going to kill you if you don't play them. They're not going to murder you. You're just not going to be on them if they do well. Now, they're not going to.
Meow. He can kill you if you don't play him. That mother can get top 5.
Yes, he can. He sure can. I mean, he's sitting here with a 15% top 10 rate. That's like the only one outside of Buckley and Kucha.
Long irons, baby. Long irons. Meow.
Yep. He purrs. He sure purrs with those long irons, dude. So I'll make him pink here. I'll sign him up for the Model Maniac pool. Scooting down. Who do you got under the $6,800 boxes here? This is dangerous. This is the danger city, and I don't have too many. I know you mentioned Moronk.
Yeah, so it's 3 guys that have been talked about. It's going to be Sam Bennett, Sam Stevens, Dylon Wu.
Dylon, yeah. I think Wu catches a bit of steam at 2%.
I think we all 3 catch a little steam. It's the sad thing.
I know. There's like obvious clicks in this range, which people are going to go to, but at the same time, I don't see it going out of
all
control.
3 have, well, between Sam Bennett and Dylon Wu, like I think those 2 guys are going to be legit tour players, and I think they will be in the 8K range this time next year for this tournament.
Yeah,
now,
yes.
don't play them together, but a lot of my lineups are having one or the other, so I could really appreciate it if one of you guys would make the cut.
I mean,
please, one of you make the cut. Okay, sorry.
And if they do, we'll not harass Tommy Fleetwood's caddy anymore.
Oh yeah, no, we're still coming with that guy.
We'll make sure we send him a cameo.
I love Tommy too. Like the guy's personality is awesome. Great dude. Totally rooting for him, but he screwed me a little bit, but it's okay.
It's hilarious how Street Jesus has Judas on the bag. You know, Golf Jesus.
Yeah.
Got Judas on the bag there, just absolutely bending him up in the rough. But hey, we weren't there. We don't know how to walk on water. So that is what you get for not being a professional. But let's talk about.
Give me some sneaks down here.
Padraig Harrington. Paddy Power, $6,600. He finds himself a casual. I know.
People don't like to play these on HGH, bro. He's juicing. You knew he's juicing, right? He's got to be on HGH.
He's on Irish hormone injections, and that's how it goes.
You don't increase your club speed by like 20 miles an hour at the age of like 85. It's not possible. The dude's juicing.
He's got like knee braces on because he's swinging his kneecaps backwards. It's brutal stuff, but
that club speed will help you get out of the rough. I'll tell you that.
Yes, and he's tidy around the greens. He's 8 rounds that he's got on shot link. He's 6th in strokes gained around the greens.
I'll play a Patty one. I'll put Patty in the pool for you now.
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
66, dude. If you're looking for there's not a lot of likable names that are less than $6,900 in this world that we're living in the US Open. Thurston Lawrence is another guy at 66, South African boy. Thirsty.
Is he from South Africa?
Yeah.
Is that your cousin, bro?
I'm pretty sure at some point he was hitting on my sister growing up in the junior ranks because he's oh dude. I mean, there were a lot of those youngsters that were thirsty for my sister.
Okay, how old is she? I have to ask.
She's like 2 years younger than me, so she'd be like 29. She turned 29 on the 10th.
Where she live? Bradenton, Florida?
She's married and living happily in Nashville.
Ooh, Nashville. My sister lives in Nashville.
Yeah. Thurston Lawrence, 27 years old. So he was definitely in the junior ranks with my sis.
That's where we got to link up at. When you go visit your sister in Nashville, I'll go visit my sister in Nashville.
Okay. Sweet.
That's where we'll link.
Okay. Down. I'm very excited for Nashville now.
Nashville's fun.
Yeah, it is. It is a great time.
It's fun.
So oh yeah. It's a fun place, buddy. I've been down there and taken my shirt off on a rooftop bar
oh my God.
In like 0-degree temperatures
in
the middle of January. It was fun. I got pretty much kicked out of the bar, but it is what it is. So T42, T62 for Thurston Lawrence in his Open Championship debut and his PGA Championship debut last major. The last major he played, he finished T62. $6,600 guy, 0% owned. So
that's not bad. Now I'm going to put Patty in him, and I also got to play a South African guy for you.
Yeah, you got to play with Thrifty, and then Mackenzie Hughes I think is also not a bad jab in a major that's going to be low scoring. You know, Magic Beans Mackenzie. So those are my guys. Those are them.
Did I have one more down here, or was I talking about something else? I think that was it. Yeah. Okay, so we
got some names. We gave the people some serious names here, some great pivots, some seriously risky chalk squads members. But we'll see how it goes. The US Open, man. Let's have it's tomorrow.
Let's do a little show core for the people.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's go. What's up, ZP in the house? Showing up as we do the show core. And what is it? We do four guys, 2 o'clock.
So snake draft, you go, I go, and we kind of just fill it out where we are.
Okay. Colin Morikawa. $9,300.
Yeah, we both like. I like it. I like it. I'll go Justin Rose for you.
Yes, let's go. And then I'll just double down with Sahith right there, 76.
Yes. So okay. So now I should pick a guy up top for us.
Yeah.
You can go Scotty. Leads you 7K, 2 spots.
Yeah.
So we give out like 5 or 6, 7 names in the 6K range. Obviously, this is the birdie lineup, so probably don't want to play Kuchar, but maybe like we'll say like Dylon or any of the 6K guys we mentioned. That leaves you with 7,600. Push in that chalky range again. Everything you do this week will lead you to that range.
Exactly. That's exactly what happens. So you got to be
maybe we
smart.
shouldn't. Maybe we just do.
Oh, but we know where we're going to go in that chalky range. Like if you go Taylor Moore in that range, if you go, like if you go Keith, if you go Keegan, even if you go, there's even Patrick Reed isn't bad. Like so there's guys that we can go to. Hoagie, Harris English, Chris Kirk. There's names in that.
Hadwin Hoagie with those last 2 spots. I like that.
Yes, sir. So the people we've got many, many, many nice names in that range that we can sneak in under the 2-3 ownership there. So, Kurt, you got there's an article or a show at Run Pure?
Yeah, we got the show coming up at 7:30. We got the bets preview show. So we'll be talking more from the bets related stuff over there. The core will be up on the site, runpuresports.com. Summer 33 gives you 33% off your first payment. And then we got every sport, one price. So try some new sports. Maybe you've been a golf guy. You want to try out some soccer. We have you covered. Summer 33, runpuresports.com.
Summer 33 for your boy Kurt. And as always, folks, at the Model Maniac, go grab me at rotoballer.com. I have all of the stuff. The stat buffet out there. We've got Breaking 100. Dude, last week I went 3 for 3 in matchups and 8 and 6 for 7 in placement bets.
Oh my God.
It was a crazy week. I missed on Aaron Badley, top 40. He missed the cut. First cut he's missed since forever.
Wow.
Wild week. So
you're coming in with some money to spare, huh?
Model is cooking. I mean, I've had a rough year, so we'll see how it's kind of helping. But
true.
Yes.
It's been like that.
All right, my boy. Thanks for coming on the show once again. As always, we might do it for the Open or something. We'll figure it out as it gets closer. And folks, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we helped and let us know if we helped you get on the right guys by the time Sunday comes around. So we'll catch y'all later.